right. Hey, fellas. How you doing? Welcome to the Mass Debate.
Hey, what's up, yo?
How are you guys doing?
Not too shabby, man. How about yourself? What's new?
Good.
I had a chili cook-off at work the other day.
A chili kickoff?
Yeah, a cook-off.
A chili
A
cook-off.
Not a kickoff.
A cook-off.
A cook-off, where it was a little contest. Everybody brought in a chili, but when I say everybody, I mean only 3 people.
You didn't make them at work. That's what originally I thought. That's what it sounded like, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Somebody's never done a chili cook-off at work because you bring
You're
in
right,
a fucking chili.
It would be me cooking for myself.
Sounds like most of the people you
And my
work
wife.
with have never done a chili cook-off at work.
They're
There's
not
very
great
low
at it. They're not
participation.
great. No, and
Yeah,
I'll
so
say
three.
of the 3, even one of the girls had her boyfriend make hers while she went for a walk.
So it was chili by proxy. That's
bullshit.
not right.
Yeah, and I still lost.
You were one of the 3?
I was one of the 3.
What was the magic ingredients to your chili?
For me?
Yeah, what was it? Was it like a white chili or
No, mine was a standard beef and bean chili, and I made my own chili powder. I roasted the dried peppers. I de-seeded them. I de-stemmed them like a real fucking hardcore individual, and then I roasted them over the stove, and then I powdered them in the food processor. I pulverized them.
You pulverized. Did you dry them out?
Yeah, I roasted them over the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the drying process, yeah.
Yeah. So I roasted them on the stove, and then I put them in there. I put all my shit in, and I made this beautiful, delicious chili powder. And that was my secret ingredient.
And it didn't work at
It
all.
did
His
not
secret
even a little
ingredient fell short
Were
of
you
the mark.
last? Were you the worst?
No, I wasn't, but only because I voted for myself. So it was on Microsoft Teams, and I could see the poll go up, and it was, me and so-and-so and so-and-so. And so-and-so, number 2.
Give them names, just fake names, whatever.
All right, I'm going to call Kathy.
Kathy's the one whose boyfriend made
The
Right.
chili.
Yes. And I'll say Julius.
Julius.
Julius
the other
made
person.
the other person. Okay.
I know
Was
who
it
that is.
now? Was it Julius or was it
Julius won?
Was it
No.
or was it the boyfriend's
The
chili that won?
boyfriend's chili
Boyfriend's
won.
chili won.
She didn't even make.
She
the
didn't
shit.
make it.
Right.
Should
but-
be disqualifying
here's the
right
thing.
there.
She contracted that shit out.
What a bunch
She
of
did.
crap.
It was like having a ringer.
Exactly.
Normally
Does he
I
work
take
for
great
like a-
pleasure in
What
hearing you
exactly?
lose,
Yeah.
but
What
this is
exactly does the
bullshit.
boyfriend do? Does he work in the culinary arts?
No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he's like an accountant or some
He's
shit.
a
Or
mechanic.
no, he worked for like a medical thing. I don't know. I
He's
really
an
don't know.
engineer at
Doesn't
NASA.
matter. This is not his forte. However, she gushed about this guy's chili. She said, "Well, we had it the night before.
worked
I
for
already know
US
it's gonna win."
USAID. No, maybe not. I don't know.
By that logic, you should be able to go down to like a nice restaurant.
Yeah, what if
Get
he's
a pot
getting
of
laid
chili.
off? What if he got laid off by the Trumpster?
What
Maybe
does that
this
have to
is
do
his-
with the chili?
Maybe
It has
this
nothing
is
to do
his
with the chili,
saving
but-
grace. Maybe this is like, I gotta, this is how he deals with the stress.
Oh, you're saying this?
Okay.
this
You're putting
his,
a lot on a hell of a story to
he
back
works
this guy
for
up.
USAID, and he got laid off, and this is how, he
This is how
deals
he's gonna
with
get
it.
his
This is how
confidence
he's
back?
gonna-
This is how he gets back in the saddle,
how
winning
he-
the chili
Right,
cook-off
this is
at
how
work.
he doesn't put a fucking
At a
gun
place,
in his
at a
mouth
place he
every
doesn't
night.
even work at, and would not
It's
be
the
there
chili.
to see everybody voting for his
It's
chili.
the chili
here's-
makes it so he's not putting a gun in his mouth.
Here's what
fellas.
I'll say. It was a good chili. Was it as good as mine? I don't personally think so. I think I actually voted for the best chili. That's no lie. But his wasn't bad. It just tasted too much of fresh
Oh, shocking.
peppers.
He thought his chili was the best. Ugh.
Like he diced up some peppers and just threw them in. huh?
Yeah. Like at the end, he's like,
think
you
it's
know
just
what we're
like-
missing is some pepper. Just green pepper. And I'm just going to put it in now as an afterthought.
Was raw
But
pepper,
you know what?
basically.
That's all. I mean, that's just because that's what the taste was forward for
Wow,
me.
you must have made some really shitty chili if the raw pepper chili beat you out.
Listen, I got some of this chili powder downstairs. I'm going to send you home with some just for saying that. But, you know what?
What?
It's time to go hard.
Oh yes.
That's right, folks. We are getting ready to mass debate.
Masturbate.
It's gonna get messy.
So as usual, the masturbators do not know the topic that they're going to be debating. So we are going to give them the overarching category, which in this case is human behavior.
Human behavior.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Human behavior.
That's right. Now, before the
Bjork.
show, we determined that Jed gets to choose between topic and time.
And I'm going to choose topic.
Oh,
So that means, Craig, you get to choose whether you go first or last.
I'm gonna go last.
All right. So that means, Jed, you are going to be going first, and I'm going to get my trusty timer out here.
Human behavior. It's my Bjork, by the way.
And you are going to have a fun minute and a half to tell us which is better, to be a night owl or an early bird. And your minute and a half opening statement starts now.
So clearly, it's better to be an early bird. Because early birds, they get up, they catch that worm, they get their day started, and they get the entire day. I mean, you get from sun up to sundown. So you're out there, you're getting that vitamin D going. You're getting out there before people are really up and moving around. So you're getting donuts, you're first in line, getting them motherfuckers as warm as they can be. Early bird, that's the way to go. Because, well, like I said, I mean, less traffic. So you can get out, get your day started before everyone else. You can get the things done quicker than other people are going to be because you don't have motherfuckers in your way when you start your day out. I still got fucking that much stuff. All right.
Yeah, you gotta actually say something, Jed.
Don't interrupt my fucking opening statements,
I'm
asshole.
sorry, let's give you 10 seconds more.
You let me know when you're ready.
Go. So early birds. See, night owls, the problem with them is they're all pale. They all look horrible. They don't have great health. I mean, if you're up all night, man, you're getting no sunlight, so you got a vitamin D deficiency, and there's nobody out when you're out late night. I mean, you're going to not miss all your friends because they have normal lives. They're not working pizza delivery or some other dead-end job that has you working late. That means you're going to stay up all goddamn night. I'm telling you, man, you want to be an early bird. You want to live your life in the sunlight, not in the night.
All right. And there's the time. And I don't know how to turn it off. There it is. All right. Well done. Now, I realized I fucked that all up and did not even give you a chance to choose which one.
So
He
I
chose it as
just
the
chose it
winner.
as
It's
I
all
went. I'm the early bird. He's the night owl.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. I mean,
It
it
worked
was.
out. It
Yeah.
worked out.
Okay. Did
Worked
that feel like it went okay?
It went fine.
It threw me for a second, but I'm like,
I
I'm
was
just going to
gonna
roll with
say-
it. So I just clicked real quickly. Which one am I going to do? Which one am I going to fuck up?
It was 20 seconds in where I realized, fuck, I didn't even ask this guy which one he wanted to do. I was just like, go.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. Well done.
Thank you.
For being thrown through that loop. All right. Now, Craig, you are going to be, I guess you're going to give us your pro night owl argument starting now.
Well, all right, here's the thing about night owls. Night owls are the fun ones, the creative ones, the ones who like to party, the ones who are out at night, the celebrities, the people that we all want to be, the people that we wish we could be. You want to know who the early birds are? There's really only two people that are the early birds, and that's the fucking kiss-ass suck-ups that like, oh, I got to beat traffic, get to my 9-to-5 job, I got to beat traffic. First of all, just because you're an early bird doesn't necessarily mean that you're beating traffic, because there's other early birds out there. There's other kiss asses and suck up. And you know who the other people are? I just want you all to think about this for 1 sec. This one's really important, guys. This point I want to make is absolutely crucially important. I want you to think about something.
Which is?
Do you think fascists are early birds or night owls? If you were to choose, who would they be? They would be fucking early birds, man. They're always up in everybody's shit. That's what early birds are. They're up in everybody's shit. That's exactly what a fucking fascist is. So if you want to take the side of fascists, then I expect you to choose an early bird. But if you want to take the side of thinkers and people who are creative and those that move the world and create massive, amazing things, then you choose the side of the later.
Time. All right. Interesting takes. But now we're going to go to our balls to the wall questions and answers section. You're going to get 3 minutes to ask each other questions. And Jed, since you went first on that first opening argument, Craig, you're going to get the 3 minutes to ask your questions first, starting now.
First of all, I want to thank everyone out there for listening. And I want to thank you, Kirk, for moderating. You're doing a fantastic job.
Quit sucking up. You just
Listen,
attack suck-ups.
let me ask my question. Thank you, sir.
How'd those asses taste?
Shut
pisser?
up and let me ask my question. This is my time to ask questions. Here's my question for you, Jed.
Which is?
Are you team Edward or team Jacob?
I'm assuming this is some kind of a
All right,
Twilight
answer
reference.
the question. Quit
Is that
filibuster.
a Twilight
Are
reference?
you
I believe it is.
team?
Well, since I have a cock and balls,
Jacob
I wouldn't really be
or
familiar with
team-
Twilight, would I?
Which one? Are you team Jacob or team Edward? You have to choose one. Come on, quit filibustering. Let's go.
Why do I have
Come on.
I don't know. Which one's the vampire?
That would be Edward.
Then I guess I'd be Jacob.
So you're team Jacob. Well, that's true. You are a hairy motherfucker. Well, clearly you are early bird because that would be team Jacob, and team Jacob fucking sucks. Let me ask you another thing. What time did you get up today?
I got up at 6:30
6:30
in the morning.
on a Saturday.
On a Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, what did you do? What'd you do that early morning that made it so special and amazing for you?
Nice shower, jerked off. I got a lot done with my morning. What are you talking about?
So you're telling me...
Multitask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a real lot done. You took a fucking shower and you spanked it, which you can do in a 15-minute span while you're in the shower.
Maybe that's how you do it, but I like to take my time.
So you didn't, take advantage of that time? And what time are you going to go to bed? Like 8:30 tonight?
Nah, I go to bed 11:30.
Granny Jet over here?
I go to bed 11:30.
are achy.
I get 6 hours.
Go to sleep.
I get 6 hours of sleep a night. I go to bed at 12:30.
12:30, and you wake up at 6:30 every day.
Yeah.
6 hours of sleep. Early bird.
Yeah.
Elon Musk over here, getting things accomplished like no other.
I'm filling up.
Fucking-
I have a very busy diary. I'm making moves just fucking constantly everywhere. I got to wake up early. You can sleep in because you blow a conch shell.
Because I blow a conch shell. The only thing that blows is your fucking answers right here, sir. You got nothing.
That's expository. Fucking questions. Give me questions.
I'll give you a question. Why are you such a fucking pussy? And why do you feel the need to get up so damn early like a little bitch?
Well, first of all, I would disagree that it's been established at all that I'm a pussy. I don't know where you're getting this from, sir. You have been
Well, you're an
horribly
early
misread.
bird, so that probably means you're kind of a pussy.
Well, how you figure?
Well, you don't
You
go out.
you were expositing
You
about
don't have
early
fun.
bird. You know, the night
You're not
owls. They're the
creative. What did
creatives.
you-
the early birds.
You got
They're
up
the
early and you
lawyers.
didn't
They're
create
the
shit. You
engineers.
didn't do
They're
anything.
the fucking
You jerked
president,
off and hung out in the
politicians.
shower. So what is the point of getting up early if all you're going to do is jerk off and get in the shower?
Well, it was a Saturday. I mean, normally through the week, I get up, I get shit done, and I go to work. So
All right. Well, we'll leave it at that now that we've got your morning routine down. All right. So, Jet, you are now going to get 3 minutes to go balls to the wall and question this young man about his night owl activities. And go.
So, Craig, I mean,
Yeah,
you're not a creative. You're not a celebrity. Why would you stay up
I'm
all
very
night?
creative.
You're very
I
creative.
created this fucking show.
But here's
with two
another
other
thing. Here's
people.
another thing.
Fair enough.
One of the main things is why do you hate society so much that you cannot live amongst them?
I love society, and that's why I want to experience the colorful side of society, which is going out and meeting interesting people and not like some suck-ups and fascists.
You see, you keep bringing it back to this fascist thing. It's like, why do people who get up
Are
early
you a
and start?
fascist?
Why do people who
Are
get
you a
up
fascist,
early?
Jed?
No, I'm answering the fucking questions here.
You are.
Why, when you get up,
Are you a fascist?
Why would you say people who get up early in the morning are fascists? Your parents get up early in the morning. Are they fascists?
Sometimes, yeah. They
Did you hear
can
that?
be.
Did you hear that? He called people. You listen. He called his
They
parents
dictate the
fascists.
behavior of their dogs.
Well, that would be called having a trained dog.
Well, that's kind of fascist, bro.
You have pets. You're telling me that your pets, you just let them go out whenever they
No,
want. You don't
I-
regulate their bathroom
I
time
have a relationship with them. I get to know them. I find out what their needs are.
while you hang out all
And,
night long
we-
and not
we
participate in a normal
we work
society.
through it, and I teach them things.
Well, let me ask you this. I hope you're taking supplements. Are you taking your vitamin D supplements since you're not getting any sunlight, staying up all night?
Are you kidding? You seen this tan I got right now? It's like 35 degrees out, and I got a fucking full tan. I look.
Well, we're not talking about the spray-on products you use. We're
I'm
talking
not
about
talking about
vitamins
that either,
here.
man.
You're
I
taking
was
your
at the
vitamins.
beach last week.
What time did you get to the beach?
What time did I get to the beach? Whenever I rolled out of bed, is like
That's
maybe
not an
11.
accurate answer.
10:30, maybe 11, 12.
So I bet by the time you got
Depending
there,
on the day, depending
all
on what
the
I was
prime
doing the night
spots, all the
before.
prime spots were taken, weren't they? By the time
when
you
I
got
was
there,
begging your mom the night before, I was out really late.
that's not an answer to any question I posed. This man is misdirecting.
You asked me what time I got up.
And then
that
I asked
morning,
you.
and I said it was varied, and it varied on certain things as banging your mom. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
shake your head. They can't see that. You got to speak into the microphone.
You still haven't answered my question about how it
Sustained.
felt when you got You still haven't answered my question about how it felt when you got to the beach and all the best spots were taken. Because
They
you
weren't.
fucking slept in. You
They
were late.
weren't. I was on a private island.
You were not on a private
I was
island.
on my private island.
You do not have a private
I
island.
own
I
a
would like the
private
record to
island.
show that this man
And
is
you're a
talking
fucking
bullshit
fascist.
right now. That is, no. I am not a fascist. You, sir, are incompetent.
I'm incompetent because I stay up late.
Because you stay up late. You obviously don't have a real job.
I don't have a real job.
Well, you can't stay up late with a real job. Real
Sure
jobs,
you can.
everybody's got a real job. They're working during the day.
Celebrities.
Okay.
They stay up
We're going to have
late.
to leave it there. 3 minutes is up.
3 minutes is up.
This is getting heated. I can always tell when you guys make it personal that the big guns are coming out. But that's all right. Now we are to our closing statements. So, you know who the fuck was even asking questions that time? That was so much fucking malarkey being tossed about, as Joe Biden would say.
It was a tough one.
He'd say, where am I? But yeah, I would say let's do 60 seconds. Jed, you're going first. And start now. Close an argument.
I think it's perfectly clear throughout that the most productive members of society are the people that get their jobs done early. They get up early. They're out there. They're working in the daytime. They're making everything happen. All your best lawyers, all your best engineers, politicians. The president of the United States is an early bird. I guarantee it. Maybe not in college. See, it's fine to be a late owl when you're in college and you got nothing to work for or nothing going on. Yeah, you can stay up all night long and party your night away and really not get anything done except for just have fun all night long and maybe something cool will happen. Nah, man. If you want to be part of society, you need to be an early bird. It's the early birds that are making those fucking gears turn. They keep society going. You guys, you're just freeloading off the backs of the people that actually are taking care of the important things while you're out there being creative and coming up with your crazy little ideas. Nah, man. Early birds. That's the way to go.
Wow, I didn't even listen to any of that. That's how fucking compelling it was.
This guy, he seems confident.
He does.
But we're going to give him 60 seconds to make that case starting now.
All right, audience, this is for you. I want you guys to think about the times in your life where you had the most joy. You had the most happiness. You felt life. It was exhilarating. It was fun. There was the whole world ahead of you. And that is, as Jed was so graciously pointing out, our youth. The thing that we all strive to go back for, the thing that we want to replicate so often, the things of our youth, especially the older that we get. And I don't, and not as grumpy as this motherfucker, but for some reason this old ass motherfucker doesn't want that. He wants to live a rigid, boring, prude life. A fucking prude. Why don't you think about when you were the happiest? And I guarantee it was the first time you stayed up late at night or, all throughout the night when you were in middle school, or maybe it was high school or when you went to your first party. Those were the good times. Remember that. That's why late owl is where it's at.
All right. Fair enough. Well, that was interesting. You both made some points. Some interesting points. But I got to give the BPM spurt of brilliance to Jed for his multitasking and his just laying out for everybody his masturbatory routine for in the morning. He says do it in the shower so you save time, and that's what productivity is all about. So
Got a busy day, man. You
There's
gotta knock it
no
out.
reason to do it in the morning if it's so quick.
it sets the tone for his day.
Clear the mind, man. You go out unencumbered.
Some bullshit. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
But I think really what we should do is let the people decide. So why don't you all let us know in the comments who you think won this one. This is an important one. Early bird, night owl, there's points to be made on both sides. But that's all for today. So wipe off, wind down, and be ready for more mass debate. And see you next time.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.